Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Rafael Varane explains how he has become a better player at Manchester United. Rafael Varane has explained how his game has improved since he left Real Madrid for Manchester United. The four times Champions League winner and 2018 World Cup winner has seen it all and won his first trophy for Manchester United earlier this season. Now he is keen to win a second with the FA Cup final, seeing United square off against the City side managed by his old nemesis Pep Guardiola, who managed Barcelona when he signed for Real Madrid back in 2011. What Rafael Varane, 30-year-old, now lacks in youth, he makes up in experience, and he says he has changed his game in recent years. Rafael Varane has told The Telegraph that he has become wiser as a player and more reliant on his reading of the game, less on his speed and physicality. He explained, I think I can read the game better now and anticipate actions much more. I am sprinting less on the pitch. I am much more in a good position. The evolution of my game is interesting. I make less tackles and less sprints, so that means I am using the positioning very well. That's one of my strengths now. Rangers in advanced talks to sign a Jack Butland on a free transfer. Rangers are reportedly in advanced talks to sign goalkeeper Jack Butland on a free transfer this summer. This is according to Fabrizio Romano, who is claiming the two parties are close to finalizing a deal. The 30-year-old joined Manchester United on loan in January after Newcastle United recalled Martin Dubravka. However, he has failed to make a single senior appearance at Old Trafford, with David De Gea starting all Premier League, Europa League, and FA Cup matches during the second half of the season so far. Despite his lack of game time, United were said to be interested in making the English footballer's loan move permanent, but it now appears he will be heading to Scotland to showcase his skills in the Premiership. The experienced goalkeeper has greatly struggled for game time in recent years. He was also on the fringes of the squad at Crystal Palace, where he made only 17 senior appearances after joining the club in 2020. Butland will likely earn more in wages if he stays at Manchester United, but he will almost have no chance of getting minutes at Old Trafford. David De Gea is very close to signing a new contract, and he will likely continue as their number one goalkeeper for next season. The Red Devils will also attempt to bring in a new goalie to serve as their second choice. Signing for Rangers will mean Butland can expect to earn regular minutes in Glasgow, which should be his top priority at this stage of his career. Manuel Ugarte excited by Manchester United interest amid Chelsea and PSG links. Sporting Lisbon midfielder Manuel Ugarte is excited by Manchester United's interest and is keen on a move, reports Ebola. Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea are also interested in the Uruguay international, but he prefers to join the Red Devils. The Portuguese club are already looking for replacement as they brace for his departure. Man United and other suitors have expressed the willingness to activate Ugarte's €60 million release clause. The 22-year-old wants to join the Old Trafford club for two major reasons. Ugarte dreams of playing in the Premier League, and the Red Devils are ready to offer him that chance. The South American is also aware that Erik ten Hag admires him, with the Man United manager seeing him as a player that can help improve his side in the long term. The Red Devils will also be playing in the Champions League next term, making them more appealing. Chelsea failed to qualify for Europe after an underwhelming campaign, which is likely to dissuade Ugarte. Man United are looking to make a quality recruitment this summer in a bid to challenge Manchester City next term. Their bitter rivals have won the Premier League 3 times in a row and are gunning for an unprecedented record next season. While a striker is top of Ten Hag's wish list, another defensive midfielder will come in handy. Scott McTominay could be on his way out of Old Trafford this summer, and Ugarte would be an upgrade. Apart from his top-notch defensive qualities of tackling and ball intercepting, the former Famalicão star is also very creative, with his passing and dribbling impressive. Man United could offer Scott McTominay as make way to sign Declan Rice. Manchester United could include Scott McTominay in a player plus cash deal to sign West Ham United midfielder Declan Rice this summer, according to Daily Mail. The Red Devils are aiming to bolster their midfield department ahead of next season. They have already identified Chelsea's Mason Mount as the priority target for the number 8 role. However, this has not stopped the speculation linking them with Rice, and Daily Mail claim that the Red Devils could trump Arsenal by negotiating a part exchange deal with the Hammers. Arsenal are currently weighing up a structured deal worth £90 million for the 24-year-old, but the East London outfit value their midfielder at more than £100 million. United may not afford the package with their limited budget, but it's reported that they could offer McTominay as a make-weight. The 26-year-old has been on West Ham's radar. Bayern München are also interested in signing the England international, but it has been reported that Rice is prepared to snap them to continue in the Premier League. Mount has been earmarked as manager Erik ten Hag's priority target this summer. Personal terms have reportedly been agreed over a transfer from Stamford Bridge. There is currently a £30 million difference in the valuation between the clubs, but they are expected to find a solution soon. Chelsea won't want to keep Mount for the final year of his contract. The Blues graduate is likely to play in the number 8 role, currently occupied by Christian Eriksen. His transfer could end the club's apparent interest in signing Rice. Rice would be a fabulous signing for the Red Devils, but he could cost between 60 to 70 million pounds, even if McTominay is included in a part exchange transfer for him. The big stumbling block, however, could be playing time. Ten Hag may not guarantee Rice a starting berth with Casemiro's brilliant showing in defensive midfield. Man United could make surprise move for Empoli goalkeeper Vicario. Manchester United have emerged as surprise contender to sign Empoli goalkeeper Vicario this summer, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Red Devils currently have David De Gea as the undisputed starter between the sticks, but manager Erik ten Hag recently said that he cannot guarantee his position in the future. The Dutch head coach insisted that there must be competition for places, and Gazzetta dello Sport report that United are one of the clubs in contention to sign Vicario. Aside from United, Napoli and Inter Milan are keeping tabs on the 26-year-old in case Andre Onana or Alex Meret head for the exit door during the summer. The Italian has had a superb second season at Empoli. He has averaged nearly 3 saves per game and has been pivotal in keeping them clear of the drop zone. Aside from his shot stopping, the former Udinese graduate has impressed with his ability to come off his line. He has made regular high claims with his good aerial presence. Vicario has also fared well with his distribution. He has averaged 25 accurate passes with 6 long balls. Empoli currently value him at around €25 million, and it remains to be seen whether United enter the bidding battle for his services in the upcoming transfer window. De Gea is on the verge of signing a new long-term deal, but in our opinion, the Red Devils should still pursue another young goalkeeper to provide strong competition. The Spaniard has made 4 errors in the current season, and he has also been guilty of gifting possession. Ten Hag has still stuck with him with no quality backup. This needs to change ahead of next season. Vicario's arrival at Old Trafford could keep De Gea on his toes, knowing that he could be dropped if he makes another howler. Victor Osimhen's agent has received calls from Man United, but Napoli firm on a price tag. Manchester United have been in contact with the agent of Napoli striker Victor Osimhen over a possible summer transfer, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Red Devils are aiming to bolster their strike force with a marquee centre forward. Harry Kane is the top target for manager Erik ten Hag, but Tottenham Hotspur don't want to negotiate with United. Osimhen is another player that has been constantly linked with a move to Old Trafford, and Gazzetta dello Sport mentioned that his representatives have received calls from United, Bayern München and Newcastle. The same publication claims that Napoli have not been able to convince Osimhen to extend his deal expiring in 2025, but President Aurelio De Laurentiis could nonetheless keep him for next season. De Laurentiis is clear that he won't sell his prized asset for less than 150 million euros this summer. The Nigerian star has developed into one of the most potent strikers in world football. He has been brilliant for Napoli this season with 30 goals and 5 assists from 38 appearances. In our view, he would be a huge upgrade on Anthony Martial for the number 9 role. The 24-year-old is just in the prime of his career and could have a similar impact as Erling Haaland. Osimhen would transform United into genuine title contenders, but the big question is whether the hierarchy would give the green light for such a huge outlay on his services. United will receive around 70 million euros in TV money alone with the Champions League qualification, but there are doubts whether the Glazers will provide significant financial backing to Ten Hag. Much of United's transfer business this summer could depend on player sales. A takeover would change the entire dynamic, but the Glazers have not made any decision over the process thus far. Hence, a deal looks difficult at the moment. United need to look at the financial fair play situation too. It was the reason behind their lack of spending during the January transfer window. Kim Min-jae has his window wide open on Man United, will cost 58 million euros. Napoli defender Kim Min-jae has his window wide open on Manchester United, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Red Devils are preparing to part ways with Harry Maguire this summer, and they could focus on landing a marquee central defender. Min-jae has been linked with United for a number of weeks, and Corriere dello Sport report that the South Korean is preparing to join them. As per the Italian publication, the 26-year-old has his window wide open on United, who will have to pay 58 million euros to trigger his release clause. United were first interested in signing Min-jae during his time in the Chinese Super League, and they have now revived their pursuit of his services. The South Korean has had a tremendous debut campaign at Napoli. He played a huge role at the heart of the defense as they won the Serie A title after 3 decades. The Naples outfit obviously don't want to lose him this summer, but they are in a helpless situation as his foreign release clause will be active from July 1 to July 15. In our opinion, United can make a huge statement by signing Min-jae. He is just in the peak of his career and would provide strong competition for places next term. Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez have been the regular central defenders under manager Erik ten Hag, but the former has been injury-prone for most of his career. If Min-jae were to join the club, he could have a genuine chance of securing a starting berth next term. This season, Min-jae has completed 73 passes per league game with an accuracy of 91%. He has won 1.6 tackles and made 3.5 clearances per outing. The former Fenerbahce man also possesses a strong physical and aerial presence. He has won 63% of his aerial duels. In our view, he would be a brilliant investment for the price mentioned. Min-jae could be seen as a bargain in today's transfer market. Signing him is a no-brainer decision. Man United could offer Harry Maguire in a player plus cash deal to sign Mason Mount. Manchester United could offer Harry Maguire in a player plus cash deal to sign Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount this summer, according to The Sun. The Red Devils have earmarked Mount as their priority midfield target, and it was recently reported that personal terms have already been agreed. However, United still need to finalize a transfer fee with the London outfit. The Blues value him at £70 million, but the Red Devils are aiming to pay much less. The Sun report that the club could include Maguire as part of the deal for the 24-year-old. The Red Devils have set an asking price of £30 million for their captain. Maguire has been out of favour under manager Erik ten Hag most of the campaign, and he is expected to leave the club in the search for regular game time. It was recently reported that the Red Devils could hand him a huge payoff of around £10 million, as he may need to accept a 50% pay cut when he joins a new team. In our opinion, United may want to avoid that situation. Chelsea are one of the clubs capable of matching his current £190,000 a week salary, but a swap deal looks unlikely. The Blues have changed their focus to pursuing young emerging talent and may not fancy signing Maguire, who is already 30 and may show signs of regression soon. The United faithful would welcome the swap deal with open arms, but we would be surprised if the Blues accept Maguire as a make weight for Mount's move to Old Trafford. Maguire could still fetch a good transfer fee this summer. He could end up at West Ham United. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.